যতটুকু গুগলে দেখছি মানে ওয়ার্ল্ড ওয়াইড there has been several changing aspects in the last 2 years across the globe in the military technology and everything. বেশ করে যা শুনছি আমরা যে the ongoing war between Ukraine and Russia has changed the entire global aspect of military. The fifth generations of military এটা শুনছি আমরা। তাহলে কি এই যে রেভলিউশনারি যে অ্যাসপেক্টস গুলো আসছে ওয়ার্ল্ড ওয়াইড স্কেলে অগ্নিপাতকে কি সেই রেভলিউশনারি মিলিটারি অ্যাফেয়ার্সের মধ্যে একটা ধরা যেতে পারে?
It's a very important and it's a very good question. Thank you for asking this. Revolution in military affairs is a study, which is a continuous study. This is not forced transformation. This is monitored change. This is self-improvement, improvement internally to meet the challenges of the future. Our future challenges are going to be highly technical. আমরা আজকে ইউথে চাই বিকজ আমরা মনে করি যে আজকের ইউথ ইজ ফার মোর স্মার্টার দ্যান আই অ্যাম or my generation is. So we want smart youth. We want them to deal with technology because there will be so much of technology that will be inducted. It's already been inducted in warfare. It is network-centric warfare, and therefore, and RMA is a process of that change. So RMA is a continuous affair. 10 years down the line, you will have another aspect of RMA coming in. Every day RMA is being, introduced into the armed forces in different ways. Every time a new weapon comes in, it is a thought of change. It is not a knee-jerk reaction. Number one. Number two হচ্ছে যে আপনার revolution military affairs is not the concern of anybody else other than the armed forces. We know what it is. It is our domain, and the country has entrusted us to analyze that and bring about the change, advise the right channel in the Indian hierarchy towards that change. Today, what you are seeing and referring to the global change affected by the Russia-Ukraine war is very limited. Is very limited. First of all, we never expected this kind of a conventional war in 22nd century, in 2022. But then 21st century, 22nd century and beyond. But then it has surprised us. But why are we surprised? Why are we surprised? When it was First World War, we never thought that such a war will happen. Then the Second World War came in, we never thought it will happen. So there will always be this option of conventional war. We must thank ourselves that these wars should not escalate into insurgency and dirty weapons falling into the hands of insurgents and escalating into a globalized nuclear, chemical and biological interaction in which humanity will be wiped. So that is the larger challenge. The Russia-Ukraine war is something which people are already forgetting. We have not spoken about the war in Chechnya, we have not spoken about the war in Syria, we have not spoken about the war in Sierra Leone. As we speak today, there is war in Yemen. Is anybody talking about anything that is happening in other countries of the world? No. Are we talking about Palestine? No. It is what we want to commercialize on. Now let me tell you what is the commercial aspect that is the only impact of Russia-Ukraine war. Before the Russia-Ukraine war, the American arms market was $1 trillion, roughly. 3 months down, 90 days, we have finished 90 days?
Almost nothing.
Right. 90 days, it is $3 trillion. So it's all about money. This war is not about anything else. This war is about money. This war is about, this war is about a proxy undertaking through a country to, try out your new weapon systems, old inventory কে খালি করে দেওয়া, নতুন ইনভেন্টরি আনা, নতুন অ্যাভিনিউজ খোলা। আজকে ইউরোপিয়ান কান্ট্রিজ যারা বলেছিল যে আমরা ওয়েপন্স কিনবো না, আমরা টাকা আমাদের প্রগ্রেসের দিকে যাব, তারা আজকে নিজেদের ওয়েপনাইজ করতে শুরু করেছে। কান্ট্রিজ লাইক সুইডেন, কান্ট্রিজ লাইক নরওয়ে, কান্ট্রিজ লাইক জার্মানি, who had decided that they will not get into the arms race are now getting into the arms race. So who's winning? The weapon production countries of the world. And where are they all located? In the USA, most of them, and in UK. So the whole thing is about money. Let's not get fooled by it.
Sir, $3 trillion যে কথাটা বললেন, it's in the public domain. This money, the amount.
Yes.
But we are yet to know of the illegal arms still. তার অ্যামাউন্টটা কত, সেটা আরো হিউজ হয়ে যেতে পারে।
So now we are digressing and going into the illegal arm market, which was always there.
Okay.
And we are talking about the forgotten wars which continue to go on, including insurgency, including terrorism and all that. So this illegal arm market is not only about arms. Those arms are purchased through drug money. The drug money is supported by flesh trade. It is a whole thing that works in your dark web. Please go there, stay there for 30 minutes, you'll come to know what I'm talking about. So you can keep talking about how much security your WhatsApp can give you, or whether your Facebook account got hacked. It is not important anymore. Alright? You can do anything in the dark web today. Okay? You don't need bitcoins only to be in dark web. So get clarity of vision. Understand where you are existing. Don't continue to play your PUBG throughout the day. Get real, gain knowledge. Knowledge is your strength. And if you think you are a sharpshooter in PUBG, come, move your legs and become an Agnipath and show that actually, and lo and behold, you will be a marksman. And that is the day you will be so thrilled about the idea that you could hit a target at 400 meters and you were dead on the center of it. It will give you million times this pleasure that you got in PUBG. Trust me, the time has come now. You should be very thankful to the nation that has provided you with this very rare opportunity to serve the country and do this PUBG in real life. Okay? So
আর দুটো প্রশ্ন আছে আমার কাছে। Can a civilian life be devoid of the consequences of war? আমরা যত দূরে থাকি না কেন আমরা কি ওয়ার থেকে আনটাচ থাকতে পারি কখনো? ওয়ার যখন হয় একটা মার্কেট সাথেও তার ইনফ্লুয়েন্স আসে তার উপরে, নাম্বার ওয়ান। আর নাম্বার টু হচ্ছে,
can I take one question at a time?
Yes,
okay, I can take this now. দেখুন, আমরা যদি ভাবি যে আজকে আমার মাথার উপর একটা বোমা কেন পড়লো না, তো আমরা যুদ্ধে নেই, এটা ভুল কথা। We are at war today. It is at what level of conflict we are in. We are in war with our neighbors. We are in war globally. An expanding, improving, growing country like India will have many enemies. With China, we have a certain level of war. It is not only restricted to areas of Arunachal or in Pangong So or wherever have you. It is what we see, but what we don't see is the larger war. That's a conflict. We are in a certain level of conflict. Our power grids get hacked by Chinese. Okay? And there's so many other things. So the war is overall, we are all involved in it. So the country is in war. It's not only when a bomb drops on your head, which has happened in Ukraine. Ukraine was having this problem for the last 10 years. They were in denial. They knew that this is going to happen to them. But they were in denial. Now they are crying hoarse and people are giving them more weapons to fight an endless war for them, instead of trying to draw peace through some negotiation, which India very wisely has taken the stand of negotiating a peace. I think that is the best thing that can happen than to supply a nation to continue with the warfare and support their weapons factories. Now, this thing about what India is India is in war. India is in war with several countries. Whether the war is open or whether the war is submerged, it can be low intensity, it can be open war, but we are in different stages of war with different nations, and most importantly, we are in an internal war with different mindsets. Now, this is unique to a country like India because it is democratic. It gives honor, it gives respect, it gives space for every ideology to function and thrive, and to have the freedom to speak. You should be proud to be an Indian, which gives you so much of liberty to express yourself, but so much of liberty of choosing, but most importantly, the liberty of being responsible. Now, this liberty of responsibility is not a liberty that you can take lightly. I would say that before you choose, you must be responsible first. So the responsibility is not a liberty. It is an inbuilt into the system of every choice that you make. তো আপনার যে রেসপন্সিবল হওয়া সেটা প্রথম, তারপরে আপনি আপনার চিন্তাধারাটাকে, আপনার পলিটিক্সকে চুজ করুন। সেটা কি নেশনের জন্য ভালো, আপনার জন্য ভালো কিনা সেটা দেখুন। খালি যে সেটা সাময়িকভাবে আপনাকে একটা প্রাধান্য দিল বা টাকা অর্জন করে দিল, সেটা তো আপনার সারা জীবন যাবে না সেই নিয়ে, এবং আপনার সেটা রেসপন্সিবলি ভাবতে হবে, কারণ আপনি একা নন। তো দ্য ইন্টারনাল ওয়ার ইন আওয়ার কান্ট্রি ইজ বিকজ অফ দ্য লিবারাল অ্যাটিটিউড অফ আওয়ার কনস্টিটিউশন, and the space that this constitution, only this constitution of India, that gives you the liberty to choose your words and say it, the liberty of choosing your actions and doing it. But don't forget, the constitution also includes certain laws, and the laws of our country are there. It is another thing that laws are implemented selectively because of political compulsions. Whoever that who is in the important chair, but the fact of the matter is there are laws. If you think যে আজকে আপনি পার পেয়ে গেলেন, আপনি কিন্তু সারা জীবন পার পাবেন না। Okay, there will be a time when you will be drawn down. Okay, today somebody who went out of the way as an NGO to try and pull down the Prime Minister of the country is today arrested for having lied to the court and brought false evidence against. It's a long story. Follow that story, you would know that can happen to you also. But she had the liberty to do what she did. She had the liberty to say what she said. But today she's paying the price because they were lies. And that is all by the court of law. Fear the law only and fear God.
Sir, our next question is, we are just on the verge of ending this great interview. Is conscription at all possible in a country like India? Compulsory military education in India is possible?
Conscription is not a great idea in the Indian context. This idea of conscription was also brought up when George Fernandez was our defense minister. He denounced it, and he was a man of immense knowledge, and he, in his own wisdom, denounced conscription. Conscription is a poor form of Agnipath. Conscription is a compulsion. It doesn't give you the choice. It compels you to join, that if you are within a certain age, you have to go through those 2 or 3, 4 years of military training before you can go anywhere else. Which is there in Israel, which is there, used to be in America, in UK, in France, in all developed countries of Europe, conscription was there. And that is why the problem has come. In India, the unique thing is that you have even in this you have a choice. It is not conscription. It is a way of life that you have been offered. Come and join the army as Agniveers. You have been given a beautiful name as Agniveers. Why? Because we want eventually that you become Agnivans. And finally, few of you will become the Vajrastra for the country. So you are our hope. The youth of this country is our hope. You are the saviors of this country. You are going to fight for this country. You are going to lead this country. You are going to do everything that the country wants you to do, which is good for it. To come forward, take the leadership, take it forward, and be victorious. That is all I have to say.
So the last question. We have learned that you had been in Kashmir for lots of years. You had sometimes you have even been engaged in the hand-to-hand combat with the insurgents. Oh, so can you narrate one such incident for us? একটা incident করতে বলতে পারেন. To inspire the audience and the youth of this country. আপনার several experiences এর মধ্যে যে কোনো যদি একটা বলেন.
I will describe a funny incident. And this is about training and how military training is so therefore more superior than these terrorists and how they get trained. So we were climbing this very steep, hill feature, which was absolutely almost about 75-80 degrees. My nose was touching the rock face. And therefore my rifle was slung and hanging from my shoulder. And I had 3 or 4 of my men who were climbing parallelly but scattered on that rock face. We had suspected that on the top of it, at the false crest, there would be a terrorist hideout. And lo and behold, maybe about 60 meters, 70 meters short of the crest, fire opened. And the fire opened from a flat surface which was just about 10 meters above me. At a flat surface থেকে ফায়ারিং শুরু হলো, আর যেখানে আমি ক্লাইম্ব করছিলাম আমার অ্যালাইনমেন্টে আমার মোটামুটি 10-12 মিটার ওপরে থেকে সে ফায়ারিংটা আসছে। প্রথমে ফায়ারিং আসলে বোঝা যায় না কোথা থেকে এসছে, যতক্ষণ না নিজের লাগে তাও বোঝা যায়, বাট ফায়ারটা আমার লাগেনি। তো আমাদের প্রথম অ্যাকশন হয় যে দেয়ালের সাথে চিপকে গেলাম, ট্রাই টু আইডেন্টিফাই যে ফায়ারটা কোত্থেকে এলো। কেউ আইডেন্টিফাই করতে পারেনি, কারণ পাহাড়ি ইকো করে, বাট ইট ওয়াজ ফ্রম ভেরি ক্লোজ কোয়ার্টার্স। আবার 3-4 মিনিট পর আবার ফায়ার। তখন আমি দেখলাম মাথা তুলে যে আমার ঠিক ওপরে, exactly at 12 o'clock of the way I was climbing, there was this guy with a pika. Pika is like a long range machine gun. With a pika firing at me. He fired a burst again and he ducked. Second time ও আমাকে মারতে লাগলো না আমার। আমি তখন বুঝতে পারছি না যে এ কি অ্যাকচুয়ালি ব্ল্যাঙ্ক ফায়ার করছে নাকি অ্যাকচুয়াল গুলি চালাচ্ছে। থার্ড টাইম হি পপড আপ এন্ড হি ফায়ার্ড এট মি। থার্ড টাইমও লাগলো না। এতক্ষণে আমি এটার মধ্যে হয়তো 15-20 মিনিট চলে গেছে। আমার সিপাহীরাও অ্যালার্ট হয়ে গেছে, ওরা আস্তে আস্তে করে ক্লাইম্ব করছে। আমি আমার জায়গাতে হোল্ড করেছি, বিকজ আমি বুঝতে পারছি যে এই জায়গাটাতে থাকলে আমার ফায়ারটা লাগছে না, এবং ওরা ওই জায়গাটাকে আস্তে আস্তে উঠে এনসার্কেল করার চেষ্টা করছে। কি হলো, শেষ পর্যন্ত আমার সিপাহীরা উঠলো এবং গিয়ে ওকে one shot he was killed. It took us 35 minutes. Now, tell me আমাকে কেন ফায়ার করে মারতে পারেনি? কারণ লং রেঞ্জ ওয়েপনকে যদি শর্ট ডিস্টেন্সে মারতে হয় তাহলে এক্স্যাক্ট এম করলে হবে না, নিচের দিকে এম করতে হবে। There is something called plunging fire. Now he doesn't know the weapon he is firing. He's got poor training. So these terrorists have got poor training. They have no training at all. Most of them have been given money to come here and roam around with their guns rape our women, plunder our money and our resources, and create mayhem. So these are useless people, they finally die. If you pick up the weapon against the country, you will die. Note it today. Every one of you, any one of you who picks up the weapon against India will die. Your time has started.
That's all, sir. Thank you very much for giving us the moment to talk to us. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you.
You're
very
most
much.
welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you.